looking at number 27. It's going to be using geometric mean once again. We're going to be cross multiplying, so we'll need to distribute or use the FOIL method. And then when we solve, we'll either be factoring or using the quadratic formula. And setting this up, there's something that a little different that happens in the setup of this process, and that's in dealing with the x and the 21. In isolation, if we're just looking at this triangle here, with these three sides, we can say x plus 10 side is similar to the side of x in the same respect that x plus 10 to the larger triangle. So it's not in isolation with 21, but we have to add x and 21 together to get that entire side. So that's what's happening over here when we set up this proportion using geometric mean. When we do that, we are going to have to cross multiply once again, which means we are going to have to FOIL, everyone's favorite. And on this other side, we'll have x, and we just need to simply distribute that to x plus 20. So in doing this, there is, of course, always a little bit of in foiling. I will FOIL it, and then we can kind of see we could have easily went straight to the next step. So we distribute that. So x times x is x squared. X times 10 is 10x, 2 times, and 10 times 10 is 100. And then on the other side, we just have x times x is x squared, and x times 21 is 21x. So when we see something like this happen and we see the x squareds, we know that we have a quadratic, and we're going to have to either factor or use the quadratic formula. But when we do that, when we're trying to move something to each side, we can see that these x squares are going to cancel. Whoopee! Now we're just left with our typical little equation here. So we've got 10 plus 10x is going to be 20x, all right? And now we just have an equation which will be linear, and we don't have to worry about factoring or foiling. So solving as usual, so we just get our variables on one side to solve, and looky here, we end up with our x. We're not even going to have to divide after. We bring down our 100, and just like that, it is ball game.